Woof and Super Smiles. Welcome to a Super Smiley Adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet podcasting and Wi-Fi network in the world. I'm Megan Blake here with Smiley, my giant mutt and spokesdog for throwaways. Today we have some very cool guests that Smiley knows personally. They are amazingly talented sisters who are platinum recording artists and fantastic actresses who together just starred in the TV series Hellcats, Aly and AJ Michalka. Hey, girls.
Oh, hey, Megan. Hey, what's up, guys?
Aly, let me tell you a little bit about the girls here. Aly began acting at 5 and is the star of the TV series Hellcats with films like Easy A and Band Slam and the series Phil of the Future on her credits. And sister AJ began seriously studying acting at the age of 9 and then appeared on most of the major networks like CBS, Fox, HBO, ABC, WB, and NBC, and has acted in films including Super 8, The Lovely Bones, and one very dear to Starfire and many ha-has in my heart, Secretariat. Welcome, Aly and AJ. We're so happy you guys are here.
Thanks for having us. It's so cool.
And Smiley and Starfire and our squirrels are happy to have you here too. We're going to tell everybody about our squirrels and all of your next projects coming up, and most importantly, about your dogs. But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to talk with Aly and AJ. Smiley, you know the deal. Wait. Good boy. And we're back on Pet Life Radio, a Super Smiley Adventure. I'm Megan Blake, and today we're here with film and television stars who are also sisters, singers, songwriters, platinum recording artists, and animal advocates and lovers. Aly and AJ Michalka. Hi, Aly and AJ.
Hi. Hey. Thanks so much for having us.
Oh, we are so excited that you are here. I'm excited. Smiley's excited. So let's tell everybody about what you've been doing. Our show is about adventures with your pets, and I know you've had many, but first, your lives, just your lives are major adventures. Aly, Hellcats was such a fun show. It's dramatic, cool cheerleading stunts, characters, ups and downs like roller coaster rides. How fun was that to shoot and star in?
It was really cool because it was definitely a challenge. I mean, walking into the show, I had a dance background, but then, I learned so much more from the actual cheerleading squads that we worked with, as well as the choreographers. And not only just as a dancer, but as an actress, it really pushed me to my limits. And I honestly have to say that I will be friends with some of those people from that show for the rest of my life, because they're really amazing, incredible human beings. And I'm really close with my hair and makeup stylist, as well as like the creator and our director of the show. So it was really an amazing experience.
That's really cool. So it's a bonding experience as well as a great artistic experience. And you were so fantastic in the show. I just want to say that again. I loved watching it. And my goodness. Yeah, that closing scene between the two of you, that was like way dramatic. As far as acting goes, that's one of television's.
Oh, right. Wasn't that a great way to end the series?
Talk about a cliffhanger. Oh my gosh.
Yes, AJ, tell us about that scene. It was so heart-wrenching how sad you were. AJ, set it up and just tell us how fun it was to do that.
It was fun to shoot. I mean, Aly and I, we have such good chemistry. We've been obviously, working together since we were really little.
Yeah.
And I think it really makes a difference when you're blood. I mean, we have so much in common and we work so well together. I think it was just inevitable to have us on the show together. So that scene, I mean, it was intense to shoot because you have to get in the headspace whether you're with your best friend working or not. But I have to say, that being the cliffhanger, I think it made the show that much more interesting. It's kind of like the viewer can kind of almost make up the ending themselves, which I think is neat. You don't get an opportunity to do that a lot. So we had a blast shooting, but that scene in particular was definitely heart-wrenching because I know Aly and I, being sisters, we were able to tap into something that made it that much more emotional.
Right. On the show, you played sisters, but you had not known that you were sisters all of your lives. And then you found out that you shared the same father. And then it was just very, very complex. Aly, tell the listeners, for anyone who did miss it, what was going on with your characters.
Yeah, I mean, my character Marty was definitely going through a lot of betrayal, just because her mother has kind of kept a lot of things from her for many years. And she ends up actually finding out that her dad was a serious drug addict, and really that was the reason why he abandoned her. And the fact that she now has a half-sister who is fathered, by her dad is, I think, almost maybe too much for her to handle. But she, I think, is looking for that kind of relationship with someone that she's never had. And that's why she does gravitate towards AJ's character. And their love of music also brings them really close together, which I think is really neat.
Right. And at the very end, it was just very, very dramatic because they loved each other, but something had happened and then they were leaving each other. It was very, very explosive. So congratulations on that, girls. That was just absolutely amazing. And you've worked on other projects together too. You've done Cowbells, Haversham Hall, your singing careers, and you've toured together with your mother as well. It's just so cool. You're like a little family unit going around together often. That's right, right?
Yeah, no, it is. I think for Aly and I, it's so cool. I feel like it'd be so hard to be a solo artist in this industry because you don't have someone right by you 24/7. And Aly and I, being that we're a duo, it's so fun to just go around the road and just tour and make new friends and perform great shows and experience it together where we have so much in common. We're just able to soak it in at the same time and just really, really live those memories. It's neat for Aly and I to be together. I couldn't really imagine doing it on my own, and we have a really tight-knit family, so I'm very appreciative of that.
Right. AJ, you just got back from overseas, didn't you? Were you shooting over there or just taking a little break?
I was taking a little break. I was visiting, and I just had a blast. I was gone for a month, and when I got back, I was like, oh my gosh, how do I even get in the routine of daily life?
Right.
I was in London and France, and I had a great time.
Oh, I love London and France, two of the very, very best places. And one thing that I guess is really cool from shooting on locations is you get to get a taste of these areas, and then you know where you want to go, and you want to go and just relax and kick back, right?
Yeah, it's so true. Or you're on tour and you did London and you had no idea what it was like, and then you know more about it next time you're there. So I agree. It makes things actually easier.
Yeah. And speaking of family, I know you've been known to bring your four-legged members on location too. Tell us about that when that's happened.
Oh my gosh. There's something therapeutic about, I think, having an animal around you when you're on the road and you miss home, or when you're on set and you need a little friend in your trailer to visit. I mean, Willow especially, our little Shih Tzu Bichon mix, she goes everywhere. I mean, she's such a good traveler, and she loves it. I mean, she'll be in the car, she'll be in the tour bus. She has her own little area set up, and she really enjoys it. And the other dogs, it's a little harder for them, I think, to kind of tough it out and be little roadies on the road. But for Willow, it's really easy, and they love being on the set. It's adorable. Everyone kind of just passes Willow around and has fun and snuggles her, and it brings a lot of joy to people.
Right, right. So tell us about your other dogs. You mentioned your other animals. Tell us who else is in your family.
Yeah, well, we have four dogs all together. We have an Australian Shepherd mix, and her name is Bandit, and we've had her the longest. We have a Shih Tzu Bichon mix, as well as another Shih Tzu Bichon mix, Rhodey and Willow, who are just adorable white fluffy things that look like teddy bears. And then we only not too long ago rescued a little Papillon mix named Moneypenny, who has brought new joy to our life, and she's amazing.
I love that name, Moneypenny. That is, I could just visualize her. I haven't met her. I did meet Bandit, and Bandit is such a sweet, sweet little love. Tell Bandit I said, hey, okay?
Oh, of course.
And you've got your little dog named Rhodey, but Rhodey doesn't go on the road with you, right? They like you said, they have their own personalities, and they tell you what their job is, right?
Well, we named her on purpose because we thought it was funny that she could be a little road dog, and she's the absolute opposite. She hates traveling in the car. She gets nervous. She loves being at home where she's used to everything.
She could not be less of a roadie.
Oh, that's very funny. And that's one thing about being a good pet parent is when you get an animal that they do have their own personality and their own preferences. And you may think that you want something for them, but they tell you what they want too, right? Obviously, you've learned that from your animals.
Exactly.
They do. We learned it real quick with Rhodey. So we went, all right, well, you're not going to stick with your name, but you're still amazing to have around the house.
Right. They're great to come home to. You come home to a whole entourage. You have your fans outside and your fans inside, your little doggies who are dogs who love us no matter what, right?
That's so true. And they listen to every piece of music we've ever written.
Which is actually really neat. They hear everything before anybody else does. So they have a very important job.
Yes, they have an insight into our lives that no one else has, actually. I mean, literally, Aly and I will be on the piano starting the song, and all four of them will jump on the couch, listen, they'll wait, they won't bark, they'll just take it all in, and it's just adorable because they actually become our audience first.
That is so cool. And do you find that you look to them, and not that you look to them, but that they inspire you in a certain way, just their energy? Do you find that you're sort of communicating with them while you're creating?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so for sure. I mean, and dogs have such, I don't know, they have such an emotion for like what's going on with you. Like when we're really sad or when we're really excited, they will act upon how we're acting. It's really funny. And like, they'll comfort us if we're down or whatever.
Well, and they have an innocence that's so beautiful. So I just love to be around dogs 24/7. I mean, they do bring a healing and a peace, I think, to the house for sure.